let there be light, and there was light, and hence this. Trying to invoke the great geometrician. Thank you, sirs. The plate's upward movement, defying gravity, stands as a symbol.
On this occasion, today we are completing 65 years of our proud existence. Government of India set up CPRI in 1960. The idea of setting up CPRI in the country was evolved in 1956 itself. And CPRI was established on the recommendations of the Planning Committee for Power Engineering Research, which was headed by M.S. Thaker, the then Director of Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, the report was submitted in 1956. The committee recommended setting up of CPRI at Bengaluru and switchgear testing and development station at Bhopal. The Bangalore was selected because of the vicinity of IISc and some of the laboratories already were available there. In fact, the inception of CPRI started from the high voltage laboratory of the IISc. Similarly, switchgear testing and development station at Bhopal, which was located, estimated cost of or investment of around 4.2 crore rupees at that time. Subsequent.
So we need to be fully prepared for that. So that is something which I think research institutions like IAC can collaborate with CPRI. We are already collaborating with PowerGrid on this area. So I think, but you also have other things which may make the whole situation better. The rise of AI is one such development. With AI, maybe one can develop very efficient power grids and also use it to counter cyber attacks. So these are some positive developments where CPRI can also play a very big role. Given that IAC and CPRI have a long association going back right to its birth, so we hope we can collaborate further on many areas, especially since we are across the road from one another.
You all know that CPRI has been a premier place for both testing as well as research in the field of power equipment in the country. It has shaped the power sector for decades. Though we have heard its name, whoever has worked in power sector, even though he has not visited this place, this is quite closely related to all the people who work in this sector. And as we march towards Viksit Bharat by 2047, a prosperous and self-reliant India, our focus should be towards indigenization, innovation and sustainability. you are all aware that we are on our way to achieving this 500 gigawatt non-fossil capacity by 2030. We have already completed more than 200 gigawatts, and the remaining 300 gigawatts, we are well on our way to achieving that. And this capacity is significantly going to increase by 2047. And this requires developing supply chains across the value chain of power sector within the country. Every country across the world is busy with their own transition and other requirements. So it's very essential that India develops its own supply chains within our country. And the power sector needs to be equipped with very cutting edge technologies to meet our growing demands. And I feel that CPRI is very uniquely placed to play a very important role in this process. You have the mandate, the expertise, and also the infrastructure to facilitate India's
the importance of power, and power in sense of defense also, we are also critically important. And in both sectors, I understand that from the speech of the additional secretary, that there is a lot of import component still exists, be it in defense, be it, as I understand from him, in the power sector. And therefore, the research component is going to be critically important. We from DRDO, we also are in the same field of research, and the 4 quadrants of research as we see it is, one is the research institutes like ours, the second one is the educational institutes. We also have a very close collaboration with IISc. We have a center of excellence at IISc. The industry.
Myself, A Sawale, Director General, Central Power Research Institute. Central Power Research Institute was set up by the Government of India in 1960, looking at the growth of the power sector at that time, and what are the different plans. This institute was envisaged, and then it was set up at Bangalore and at Bhopal to take care of the research requirement of the power sector and the testing requirement of the power sector. So over the years, this institute has grown to be one of the largest laboratories in the world. So we are among the very few laboratories in the world of this kind, and we test all the requirement of the Indian power sector, as well as we also have the customers from all over India. CPRI also carry out the applied research in the power sector. We have a large number of research projects. CPRI is also a nodal agency under the Government of India, Ministry of Power, to manage the research sponsored by Ministry of Power. So we are one of the largest laboratories in the world as in terms of the high power testing. The CPRI is also a member of the STL, which is the alliance of the 11 laboratories in the world. And we are one of them, and our reports are recognized all over the world. We have customers from the USA, Canada, Egypt, and Gulf countries, as well as the African countries, Sri Lanka. Our report is very much recognized. Thank you.